Good morning, beautiful people. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm organizing to go to the garden. I have to cut some sticks and do a few other little things. But I want to speak on something I saw when I got up this morning. So I got up, and when I went on Facebook, I saw a posting by Mr. Ray Roberts, and um, it's a very interesting posting. I agree with the sentiments in his commentary. But let me say this, right? I have made it a matter of principle to not speak on things I do not have moral authority to speak on. But you see, on this particular issue, a team, a secondary school team, beating another secondary school team in netball by 100-0. They won by 100 points. The other school didn't score. That is madness. I coached SAS basketball for 13 years, and I'm proud to say that, listen, in those 13 years, no school won as many championships as SAS did. That's a fact. You don't need to debate that. How was it done? Because I took the thing seriously, right? And we put in the work. There was a mentality of winning that went with it. And yes, as Mr. Roberts rightly pointed out, competition is not just about winning, but it is about excellence. It is about discipline. It is about you doing your very best. If not, what is the point? I mean, I do remember us coming up against a couple teams where we trashed them, and it came back to them just not being prepared. They didn't take it as seriously as we did. And the amazing thing is, even in life, some people don't take it seriously. They're just going through the motion, wasting oxygen. And even with gardening, some people believe it's just dig a hole, take a plant, put it in, and that is that. They don't understand that it requires discipline, and you have to be about excellence. And that is something that I pride myself on. If I'm going to touch it, I'm going to do the very best I can. And I just wish more people would do that. It I saw the Ray Roberts post, and it also brought me back to a few weeks ago, and I saw a similar thing happen with a debating team. The children very, very willing. They want to win, they want to compete, and the coach or coaches just could not be bothered. And of course, the team lost as a result. You do not put children through that, right? If you're the coach, and I don't know what the circumstances are that led to that, but I'm saying this, right? That 100-0, that is unacceptable. That is madness. It means somebody did not do their job. And if you're the coach, clearly you did not coach. Because there is no way you could tell me you would play for the entire game and not score one. At least one. So hey, I don't know who need to revisit that, but I'm seeing a similar trend even with the intersecondary school basketball competition. The quality of play and competition now, it's at an all-time low, right? And you speak to coaches like Naka, and he's going to tell you, yeah, it's a very disappointing thing what is happening. I mean, yes, I had good guys, but I was able to take fellas who were not good and willing, and through the program we were able to accomplish great things. And I'm sure some of you looking at it would say, yeah, Sadabs was rough on us, but at the end we did well. I'm not saying you need to adopt the philosophy that I had with those guys back then. I mean, we knew we did not play for fun. We played to win, and we had fun while we were winning. Some may not agree with that, but it worked for me and the young men over the years. We do not play for fun. We play to win, and we have fun when we winning. You see, it goes back to the philosophy and the principles of the coach. If the coach is a joker, you're not going to have a winning outfit, right? As I said, I don't know all the specifics about this particular game, but I saw it this morning, and it pissed me off because a similar thing happened a few weeks ago where I went to the school, I met with the debaters, and the coaches did not show up. The team lost, and I felt a kind of how, because if I put out, I have a level of investment in it. Some may say, hey, nah, if I help 10 schools, then I expect the 10 schools to win. I know that is not practical, but I feel a kind of way, as we say, when you know the youngsters, they're trying, and the coaches just not pushing, the coaches just can't be bothered. That is downright wickedness. Anyway, I am off to the garden. As I said, I have to do a few things. I have to get some longer sticks for some of my sorrel plants. I'm going to call them sorrel trees right now. Because at the rate they're going, and they've started fruiting, by the way, at the rate they're going, um, I'm going to be looking at some 7 and 8 footers if they keep up at the rate they're moving. So yeah, listen, people, have a blessed day. Let's get growing. Let's plant food. And listen, if you're tasked with coaching, coach or step aside, right? You give it your very best, or as far as I'm concerned, just step aside for somebody else to give their best. Yeah.